please read this disclaimer carefully before proceeding further. Welcome traders to the analysis of DXY Dollar Strength Index, and we are going to look at what kind of opportunities we have on it and how it can impact our trading opportunities in the coming week. My name is Vic. Thanks for joining me here. What we are going to do is start from the monthly time frame, and if you have not seen my previous analysis, go and check it out. There is a whole playlist, like a huge playlist, because I've been covering DXY for months now, and you'll see why we are doing all this stuff and what is the reason behind this. So I will not go into details of that for now, but what we are going to do is just focus on the current opportunities, current area right now. Okay, so what we have is that market started to go down in the month of April, and we were expecting that to happen, and it can actually push down a little bit further, as I mentioned in my previous analysis. And the reason behind that is simple. There are a couple of reasons which have actually happened, which have actually forced the market to fall down a little bit. Now the reason behind that is, one is that there has been a lot of bearish move, and this was a corrective action to that previous move. So what do you expect? Market is at some point in time going to resume that previous bearish momentum, and that is the correction. So right now this current monthly candle is a correction on the previous move that it actually made, the bullish move that it made. So it's a correction right now, and it can continue to fall further a little bit down, and we'll see that in a second. It came right into this moving average, which has a tendency of pushing the price down anyway, so that's also one of the factors. Other factor is that if I go to the weekly time frame, what you will notice that market has come and is probably going to create a W sort of pattern. So this is probably going to be the case that market is probably going to push back into 95 or 96 area once it has started to form this W pattern here. Okay, but it has to go through all of this transition, it has to go through all of this ups and downs, right? So always keep an eye on the higher time frame picture, because that is always going to guide you. If you are narrow focused, if you're just watching 4-hour time frame or daily time frame, then it is not going to work. You need to go to the higher time frames, maybe to yearly time frame or multi-year time frame as well. So that is always going to be helpful. Another thing that you might notice is that during this formation there was a W pattern here as well, and that also contributed to the fall of DXY, and that is why it has been falling down. Another factor which contributed to this fall is if I go to 4-hour time frames, actually daily time frame. On daily time frame, it has come into this 200 moving average, which is obviously going to push the price down ultimately, and that is what it is doing. So there have been few factors which started to push dollar index down. Having said that, there are several clues that dollar is going to be bullish again. One is, if you look at this, there is a huge gap here. So far the dollar index has not been able to leave any gap open. That means sooner or later the market is going to go back up to at least fill this gap up. Okay, and that will probably going to contribute to formation of this W pattern ultimately. Okay, so that's one scenario that we have got, for bullish case. Another one that we have got is that market is creating another M pattern, and which is going to complete somewhere around here, and in extended version it is going to complete somewhere around here. So we are just about to reach a level where it can start to become bullish once again, but for now this is still looking little bearish. So for now, for another day or so, maybe a week, I'm expecting market to fall further down, and then it is probably expected to reach start to go higher. But we never trade without a confirmation. So what we do is, as soon as it will reach this level or this level, we'll look for a confirmation, and then only we will take the long trade, and we will try to continue to hold that all the way to this level here. And once the top level has been broken, then we will look for continuation to 95 or 96 area. So that's one perspective of this. Let me show you few more levels and perspectives. So there is another way of looking at it, is this one. Let me bring in original analysis here. So this was the demand zone and FCP zone combined together. The market came here and started to go higher, and then tested again, started to go higher. Now I do not expect market to continue to go down into this region once again. I do not expect that to happen, but you never know. If the market becomes very bearish, or if they try to collect like stop losses, then it can come back into this zone and retest this level. But for now, somewhere between where it is right now and this zone, we are looking for two levels which can be levels for bullish opportunity on dollar, and it can lead us into, as I said, back into 95, or if it starts to go even higher than into 96 area or so. So that's what we have here on this section. Let's look at Water and Visage. So if you have subscription of Water and Visage, you know how to use it. So if I go to the weekly time frame, these are all the levels that we are looking at. So 90.754, 90.506 and 90.036. And why I'm looking at that is because of this. The market came right into water curve, which obviously acts as support and resistance. Market was pushed down, and this is the signal that we have got. We can see that the color has changed from blue to red. Color has changed from blue to red, and we were already red. That means it's all looking bearish. We have got a signal, and this is the profit target, near about profit target, which is 90.36, 90.036, and that is on weekly time frame. Now if we go to the daily time frame, on daily time frame, the next profit target is going to be around 90.506 level. Okay, why? Because we have a very bearish engulfing candle here. That means it is expected to fall further down, and the first level to reach is near about 90.506. and as you can see, we also have an M pattern completion at that first level here. So around this level, I'll look for a long position if I get a confirmation. Until then, I'm looking for short position, and once this level has been broken, then the next level is going to be 90.036. okay, so how do we look at that? We go to 4-hour time frame, and we can see that market is currently bearish right now, and there is one level which is 90.754. so this is what we are going to do. I'm going to have bearish bias on dollar for some time, okay, and then I'll look for a long position from 90.56, or if it starts to fall down, I'll wait, and then I'll look for a long position from 90.30036, around that area. Okay, and let me show you the levels on the chart. So if I bring in the levels chart here, that's what we have. So FCP zones are around the same area. So Water and FCP zones work really nicely well, and they are pointing towards the same area. So this is that we have got, and I'm going to post this chart because a lot of you have been actually saying that you are not able to see this analysis properly or levels properly, and the reason behind that is because you are watching this analysis either on mobile devices or something like that, or you're not using the HD format on your YouTube settings. So the best way to watch this is to do it on laptop or desktop. Otherwise, I'm going to post this chart on TradingView and in our Telegram group as well. So if you're not able to see these levels here, you can go and check it out in the Telegram group. And that's it for the DXY analysis for this week. Hope you enjoyed this analysis. If you found this useful in any way, found it educational, or find the analysis useful for your trading, make sure you hit the like button and put in a comment to motivate us to bring, so that we can bring us better and regular analysis for you every week. And share it with other trading communities and traders, because they can also benefit from it as you are, as everybody else is, right? So I'll see you in the next one. Have a good time, and have a good trading week next week. If you're interested in learning how to analyze the markets the way I do using Fibonacci Confluence, then head over to vikinsa.com, and under training section you'll be able to see Core Strategy Training Program. On this page, you will be able to see the testimonials of previous students and also look at the brochure. The brochure has a lot more information, including the course structure and the Fibonacci Confluence training program curriculum. This is a very extensive program in which we cover basic core Fibonacci concepts along with the advanced concepts to analyze the markets with high probability. If you're interested in joining this program, come to vikinsar.com and under training section, you'll be able to see and submit this form.